We got our snacks.
Yeah.
Got your playlists ready?
You got a playlist ready?
No.
Oh, I don't either.
No, that's what I think the kids do.
Oh, okay.
We're on the road.
We are indeed on the road.
En route to home. We just did a conference out in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Yeah.
And
A little 4-hour road trip to run some sound, take some video. Now just stopping at a Wawa. 'Cause that's what you do.
yes, absolutely. And this is a right turn only. So
And you got to go left.
I gotta go left.
All right.
This
This is exciting.
starting off solid, people. So
Yeah, so if you're watching this on Strangerhood TV and you notice, the camera's shaking, that's because it's on our dash. So hopefully the audio's doing well. Hopefully it's not too shaky. If so, probably never see it. But I think we'll be all right.
yeah,
We'll be all right.
yeah. So let's
So we're not having...
intro up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my... Interruption!
I was gonna do the hold up, hey, but that was better.
Nice.
There's no time like today to take care of your hygiene.
Indeed.
And one of those things that can help you, if you're a man or a woman even,
Yeah.
Manscaped. Manscaped can help you with their lawnmower 4.0.
Yeah.
Their lawnmower 4.0 has skin-safe technology. It's a ceramic blade. It's waterproof. It's got a nice little LED light, so this way you can see underneath all those crevices.
Shave your privates in the shower in the dark. Don't actually do that.
Don't do that.
But you could.
Yeah, you could with Manscaped.
Because you have a light.
Indeed. And for guys, listen, the perfect package 4.0
Yeah.
is like where it's at for you guys. Because
Well-
it comes with not only the lawnmower, not only the weed whacker for your ear and nose holes.
Well, we got one. So, yeah. So, bring it up real quick. What you also get... So, yes. For one, you get the Lawnmower 4.0, which is ceramic blades. It's not going to cut you. It's got a guard, so you can, make sure that you got a trim in some spots. You got to the skin in other spots. You make sure that beanbag's shiny. We also have some...
Package that beanbag in...
Underwears.
The underwear.
Yeah.
It's got the little ball pouch.
It does have the ball pouch.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great.
Separate. It's technology.
This right here
I like
is
this.
for when you are shaving your balls.
Yeah.
It's little placemats, so this way...
It's like a newspaper.
Yeah, but then you just you shave them, you crumple it up, you throw it away. No mess, no huss, no fuss.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
that
also
how it
got
goes?
some. It's got some fun, funny articles in it.
It
as
does.
well,
It
so
does. It does when you read
I
it.
recommend you definitely read it, but not while you're shaving your nuts.
No. There's the ball deodorant
Yes, I use it every day. Crop preserver.
and the crop reviver.
I don't use it every day, but I have used it plenty.
It is
of times.
pretty fantastic. You need that midday spritz.
Yep.
Just go for it. Freshens you up right away.
Who doesn't love a little spritz on the beanbag?
Exactly. And where do I keep it all? Well, right here. The shed, baby.
You know what? The shed is a pouch for the things to clean your pouch.
Exactly.
Right?
I use it personally for my toiletries when I travel.
You do. I've seen it.
I've got multiple. I've got a few of them.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, go ahead, manscaped.com. Use the promo code BACONPOD.
You get 20% off this entire order plus free shipping. Not only can you get the Perfect Package 4.0, but you can sign up for their program where they will send you new stuff automatically.
New blades.
Every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. You decide what you need. If you need new blades every 3 months, they'll send you new blades every 3
Yes.
months. If you want to check out maybe the crop mops,
I can't talk about the crop mops enough.
They're my favorite thing.
Yes.
Get those every month.
When you
anyway.
come
Just
and you
get
hang
them.
out with us and we see you and stuff like that, we always have crop mops on our person. So
Yeah, it's
make
like
sure
a
you
business
ask us.
card, but for Manscaped and not us.
Yes. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Manscaped.com, promo code BACONPOD, 20% off, free shipping. Call it a day. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. I have a hash brown. Jimmy's hash brown.
I ate my hash brown.
He said it stuck to the package.
It did stick to the package.
So we're on a road trip. We're
Quite greasy.
going to be in the car for the next 4 hours or so. Mine was not.
Nice. Yeah. Very nice.
But I remember doing a lot of road trips, like with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Something I don't like a little bit. We didn't do snacks.
No?
Like sometimes, but we'd have to be going someplace like really, really far
Oh, okay.
to like, and then
Where you had to eat at some point.
right. Whereas I feel like Jen, she's very prepared for all things.
Okay.
Like we'll always have several bananas, apples, some sort of couple of like sweet snack and
Healthy snacks, too.
yeah, some pretzels, stuff like that.
Which you did bring healthy snacks with us this time, though we didn't touch them. Instead, we got Anani's
Yeah,
pretzels on the way in.
yep. And those were delicious.
They were delicious.
But
Now we have Wawa sandwiches,
we do have Wawa sandwiches.
which I'm gonna get into here because it's a hot sandwich.
What is your travel snack?
It's changed over the years for sure.
Yeah.
When I was younger, like trips with my parents and stuff like that, it would always be kind of like sweets. I would always gravitate towards sweets and like
Yeah.
Doritos. Now, it's like almonds, beef jerky,
Yeah.
things like that. Those are usually my go-tos.
Yeah, I got it.
Wawa buffalo chicken sandwich.
Well, I think mine are definitely pumpkin seeds, not sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are trash, unless they're kerneled for you.
Yeah.
So pumpkin seeds, and definitely beef jerky.
Yeah, beef jerky was always a staple. Do you like the rawhide thin leather one that you have to like gnaw on, or do you like the Jack Links type of thing, or like a Slim Jim?
Give them all to me. I gravitate less toward the beef stick, but
Yeah, that's like special occasion. It like hits my brain, and I go, "Oh, I want this."
yeah, I have to be in the mood for a beef stick. But yeah, when it comes to jerky, give me a nice piece of hide and go to town.
Give me a deflated football.
Right, exactly. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, me too. I work on it for a while.
Do you have any music-wise? Do you have any musical things that you remember from road trips?
Definitely road trips, like with the band. That's where music really played the biggest part, because we had our we always knew that we were on the road as soon as we heard Funk 49
Oh yeah.
So that would be, Joe Walsh in general. That would be one of the things that we would put on like as we were going over the bridge outside to get out of New York.
I love Joe Walsh.
Yeah, me too. So that was one. Blind Melon, also the first Blind Melon record, because that was also like, that just makes me feel like summer anyway.
Yeah.
And so that was like a tour thing. And then everybody kind of had their own. We listened to local bands that we're friends with, or we'd check out bands that we were gonna be playing with, stuff like that. But really, Funk 49 is the big one. Like, whoever was driving, we always put that on as we were getting out of New York. It just started becoming a thing. How about you?
My earliest memories, I always had a Walkman.
Mm-hmm.
Always had a Walkman from just always, like, and I remember because I had cassette tapes or CDs, and the CDs, at least you had the CD case, right?
Right.
But cassettes, they didn't really have any travel cassette apparatuses to hold it.
Right.
So my parents would be like, do you need to bring all those tapes? Are you really going to listen to every single one of them?
Hey man, you gotta be able to pick through, you know?
Right, exactly. It's like, it all depends on how the mood hits.
Parents just don't understand.
Yeah. But yeah, I just remember I wore the shit out of the Ghostbusters soundtrack, the Ninja Turtles soundtrack, MC Hammer. Just
nice.
Tore through those cassettes so much.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt them.
Yeah. And then I got a few Chili Pepper ones and Pearl Jam 10. You know.
Yep.
All grown up now, you know.
What was when you first started driving? Do you remember, like? I don't, so I'm asking this question without an answer.
Yeah.
But do you remember, like, when you got your first car, like the first music you played in your car?
I don't remember. I'm gonna say it was probably a Chili Pepper thing.
Probably.
Yeah. And as far as summertime and how I feel, and I hit summertime. It's Blood Sugar Sex Magic, Californication, or Stadium Arcadium that makes, like, windows down, start to drive.
Those are all summer records, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Those were my things. But I for me, I was actually in that time where it was, Linkin Park, and it was the new metal bands, Linkin Park, Incubus.
Right.
It was when Drive was popular by Incubus, and that was like, okay, well, that's what you drive to.
I'm gonna drive with Drive on.
Drive, But yeah, I definitely feel like music hits differently.
What's everybody's favorite part of Incubus Drive?
I don't know.
That's everybody's favorite part of that song.
Is it really?
Because everybody sings that part.
Oh.
Every single time I hear that, someone around me does
Really?
that part.
That's incredibly annoying.
Isn't it?
I would not want that. That's not for me.
Yeah, it's everybody's like. Everybody has the ability to riff when that comes on.
Right. They don't.
No.
They truly don't.
They don't.
I think music hits differently in different ways depending on the application. If it's me, I love just putting the music up loud and going. I prefer to listen to an album rather than playlists, because driving makes me kind of be able to, besides focusing on the road, focus on a record and front to back kind of thing. But
it's the only time I probably have time to listen to a record.
yeah, it's the best way for me to consume music, personally. And more lately, it's not really, I don't drive anywhere, really.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where if I do get to drive, now because of the kids and, Jen's around and stuff like that, you can't, when you got different people doing different things, having different objectives for the drive, it's just, it's fine to put a playlist on. But I do really like just quiet and consume it.
Right. Yeah, I can get lost in my head when I'm driving, which is great. Although, in the past few years, I've found myself listening more to like podcasts.
Right.
You know, I have haven't toured since before COVID, so I don't have any of that to go on anymore.
Right.
So my longest time spent in the car really is my trip home for the holidays. So that's like my road trip, but I'm by myself. It's just me and the dog.
Right.
So I don't have anybody to talk to or anything either, so I can really like dive into either doing a full album or something like that. But most of the time it's podcasts. I think also so I feel like I'm talking to somebody.
Right. Yeah, you feel more engaged.
Yeah.
You're not lost in the music kind of thing.
I'm not just in the car drifting.
Yeah, I've always been a talk radio guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel like there's definitely a time and a place for that. I was a big Opie and Anthony fan. So when they were on WNEW, I listened to them. When they went to Sirius XM, I listened to them. Or, you know, I guess it was XM at the time. And yeah, for a long time, I did find myself just not listening to music, listening to the talk radio,
Right.
kind of thing. I do think us as musicians too, we're so entrenched in it, you know, 3, 4, 5 times a week, where it's like, okay, I am in the music, that your ears need a break.
Yeah, I find that I can't like when I'm leaving a show, I can't have music on.
Yeah.
Like I'll listen to music going to a show, or when we went on tour and stuff. But like after a gig, getting in the car, I don't want to hear any music at all.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'll hear the road. I'll hear the silence.
Yeah.
And the road. What was your? Do you remember like the first road trip that you went on, where it was like you and friends? Like where'd you go?
I mean, my buddies and I, we used to go to Pennsylvania to grab fireworks.
Nice. Hey, that's a good.
We used to get a caravan of 2 or 3 cars and pre-order things on Phantom and go pick them up. And then we'd stop at our buddy's aunt's house, who lived not too far from there, because that's the secret. You could be the New York plates in that spot, but because they have the cops that stake it out. They have unmarked cars,
Right.
and they follow you as soon as you hit the bridge. Bam, done.
Right.
So what you do is you stop somewhere for a meal or whatever, a few miles away, and they're not going to sit there and wait for you. And especially if you're going to a house, they're not going to sit there and wait there for you. So that's what we used to do. In like April, too.
Nice.
We went early, because the closer to 4th of July, the more they crack down on it. So yeah, those.
How old were you when you started being able to do that?
I think it was around the 17, 18 is when we started doing that. Then there was also like, we went to Outer Banks to this big house rented thing. I do a lot of concerts. I've always done it, you know. I've always done the overnight trips or whatever it may be. I've gone as far as Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
Just drove, and honestly, Pennsylvania's brutal. It's brutal. There's nothing there.
It's a lot
when
of
you're going from Pennsylvania to Ohio. It's just a whole lot of nothing but signs.
Yeah, a lot of the middle of the country is flat and like a similar view for very long stretches of time. Pennsylvania is like where that starts, where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
What about you? What friend-wise, like when you're...
My first one that I ever went on, I was also 18, and it was my well, I was almost 18, I think. There was my band in high school. And we decided that we were going to go to Florida to go on spring break, but we were going to go as a band, and we were going to bring like acoustic guitars and all this and do like a band trip, and then just try and go play for people whenever we could. So we all hopped in. I think it was my car that we went in, my Jetta, and we took off to Florida. Sabaretta road trip. And I remember that that was when I went to my first strip club.
Oh.
We had we made fake IDs. We got into strip clubs and bars.
Nice.
So yeah, the first strip club was one of the places off the side of the road. We saw a sign, and we were like, "Oh man, we're going! This is awesome!" And I remember our guitar player didn't feel right about going to strip clubs because him and his girlfriend, he was like, "I don't want to do that." So he sat in the car and didn't go in, and the rest of us went in. And he was like, "When are you guys coming out?" And we were like, "Never." Poor guy. Sorry, Dan. But yeah, so we did that, and then when we were in Florida, we actually I don't even think we had places to stay or anything. We just kind of went. And it was see what happens.
I feel like spring break and all that kind of stuff was way different at the time than now.
Definitely.
You know, MTV spring break
Right.
is always the picture that was painted.
Right.
And
mine never looked quite like that. But
yeah,
I did feel like that was probably going on somewhere around me that I couldn't get in. I always felt that way.
So did you guys end up playing shows or just?
We ended up playing acoustic, just outside, and then we actually went into one bar where a band was playing. There was a cover band there, and we went in, and the band on stage was like, "Hey, it looks like an entire band just walked in the door." You know, we were like, "Yeah." You know, and they were like, "All right, you guys are next." And we were like, "Huh?" And so we played a couple songs, which was awesome.
That's cool of them to be like, yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was super cool too. You know, that made them like the coolest people in the world to us.
Yeah, of course. Are you switching gears? Are you a Wawa guy or are you a Sheetz guy?
I am, and this might be a hot take, but I feel like they're about the same to me.
Okay.
You know, I know that there's people want you to choose.
I'm Team Wawa, baby.
Yeah.
Team Wawa, that's all the way.
Yeah, I'm like, if there's a Sheetz, I will go to Sheetz.
Yeah.
If there's a Wawa, I will go to Wawa. Both of them excite me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're both better than, like, a 7-Eleven.
I do think I've had more not good experiences at Sheetz.
Yeah?
And it had nothing to do with the food. The food there is aces. That might be stretching it.
Yes.
But their coffee, way inferior to Wawa.
Okay. See, I can see that. People are very particular about their coffees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you hear people all the time, "Oh, Dunkin' Donuts is shit coffee," or "Starbucks is burnt coffee," or "I can only have this kind of coffee," or for or against.
That's me.
Yeah. You're very coffee particular.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm very half the time I don't even get it.
Yeah, you're not. I need the coffee.
Right.
Like we started this road trip, and I was worried about filming this episode before I got my coffee. We could have set up at the hotel, but instead we went the 8 minutes to Wawa
to get coffee first.
Got my caffeine.
Yeah.
Now we're good to go.
Yeah, I was worried that I was going to be hungover.
Yeah. You had we got to watch Big Lebowski.
Some of it.
We did fall asleep during some of it.
Yes.
But you know what? We only paid $8 for it.
That's true. Well, we actually paid more because we got 2 double Jamesons.
Well, they were
We
closing.
went in. They
to
were
be fair.
closing.
They were closing. But it was a good time.
It was a good time. Yeah, I had fun. I love that movie.
Yeah. What is like, in terms of things, like that was a cool impromptu, oh shit, like this is happening. Let's
Here's the thing.
do
Let's
it.
do it. Yeah.
What is the coolest, most impromptu thing that you've done on a road trip or in somewhere or whatever?
Full nude strip clubs off the side of the road when I was 18.
Okay.
Was definitely that tops the list for my lizard brain child.
Right.
You know, we would always, like, when I went with my parents, we would always stop at places like when you're in the Midwest and you're going through like Ohio and you know, those states, you'll find things will pop up on the side of the road like Grandpa's Cheese Barn,
Right.
or like Amish country, or you know, these
Yeah.
things that are just little off the beaten path kind of like stores where it's like a warehouse space.
Yeah.
You know, world of jerky. You know, like so we used to actually stop at those every now and then. Grandpa's Cheese Barn was one that my brothers remember a lot more than I do, and they talked about it a lot. But even after I started like going on trips by myself and everything, I'm very prone to, like, if I see something that's like, what the hell is that? I will pull off my journey. I'm not one of those people when I'm on a road trip. I'm not looking at the clock at all. I'm just kind of like, all right, I'll get there when I get there. You know, I'm not stressing about it, because we used to have stressful drives when I was a kid. You know,
Yeah.
it would be like, there would just be tension because you'd be like, we gotta get there. We can't stop. We can't do anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Quick reminder that this show is brought to you by our brand new sponsor, Mythical Beards. Check them out, mythicalbeards.com. You can get stickers, you can get hoodies, you can get all that kind of stuff, but most importantly, you can get shit for your face.
Keep your beard fresh, keep it clean, keep it groomed. If it's good enough for Mick Foley, God damn it, it's good enough for us.
I'm wearing the Kraken right now.
I am actually wearing the Dracula.
Nice.
And that's why I smell like an old-time barbershop.
If you go to mythicalbeards.com and use the promo code
Bacon15.
you get 15% off your entire order. The show is also brought to you by our good friends at GrillYourAssOff.com, where you can also get 15% off of your order of all spices, grilling rubs.
They're delicious freaking sauces.
Yes, delicious sauces, all that kind of stuff. Every season is grilling season if you like to cook.
Yes.
So definitely check it out. GrillYourAssOff.com. Use the promo code
Bacon, because it'll keep grilling season all year fucking long.
15% off with the promo code. 10% off at drinkwildbills.com, where you can get all kinds of great sodas, which we've seen lots of mixers for. So keep sending them in. Hashtag drinkwildbills. Hashtag what's your bacon. Send us your beverage options.
Of choice.
And also poddex.com. You can see them in another part of the show.
Yes, indeed.
But both of those, 10% off, use the promo code BACON. So
Yes.
check it out. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you got. Use them. Find them. If you can't remember what we just said, go to baconismypodcast.com. Everything's there. Check it out. Thanks for watching.
So for me, I'm just kind of like, what is that building with a weird chicken on the side of it? And
Yeah, see, I mean, Jen and I, when we've been on road trips, well, by and large, we just want to get to the destination because
Right.
it's like displacement.
Right.
Jen and I do talk all the time. We want to go on a road trip. We want to do that, like, that scenic hangout, just kind of see what's happening with the world and stuff like that. I do remember as a kid, my parents were, I mean, you know my parents.
Yeah.
It's very, like, time-wise,
Right.
it was very, like, for my
scheduled
mom.
and- yep.
But But my dad was way less. Like he was very laid back and everything about things like that, and he would always specifically pick longer routes
Right.
to go. They always made fun of him that, oh, he's going the scenic route, because he just loved figuring out other ways to get to places.
That's
But
cool.
my mom, despite how much she wanted to be on time and get there and specifics and all that stuff, man, if there's a shit store, we're stopping.
Flea markets.
If it's less the flea markets, more
Right.
the tchotchkes.
Right.
So
Christmas tree shops. shit like
country
that.
stores,
Right,
Christmas
right.
tree shops. She legit has a map of all the Cracker Barrels
That's great.
in the U.S. in their car.
That's awesome.
But she goes, well, they have the cleanest bathrooms, and I don't know about you,
Right.
but I think that's bullshit.
I think that's bullshit too.
I've been to Cracker Barrel before, and I don't associate clean bathrooms with Cracker Barrel. But
No, I don't either.
I do digress.
I go to Love's for their bathrooms.
Love's, yes. Love's is really
Not
good.
the single gas station Love's, but like the truck stop Love's.
Yeah. What's the other one?
Travel stop? No, that's
I know there's Buc-ee's,
yeah.
but I think there's
another one. Yeah.
Another one. It's a person's name.
Oh shit.
It'll hit us.
Put in the comment.
Yeah.
But
I
I look for those.
Those are cool.
I look
Those
for
are
all
really
those
cool.
places.
Yeah,
But that's awesome that she's got that. That's super cool. I wouldn't have thought that about your mom. That's a fun thing to learn.
Yeah, that's why she likes Cracker Barrel, because the country store,
Okay.
you go, you hang out. She doesn't eat there.
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But-
There's nothing. There's nothing for her there.
There's nothing you can eat there. I don't
Right.
think there's anything for anybody there.
I think get biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, but when you make them like we do.
True. You know.
But yeah, that's her thing, is like the crap store. And I hate shopping, but man, if there was a gift shop, a country store,
right.
awning on the side of the road with the crackhead with 3 tables worth of stuff,
I gotta check it out.
we're stopping.
We gotta check it out.
We're stopping.
Yeah, that's I've never we had a similar thing where it was like my dad was very like, let's get there. And my mom, like, since I was little, like, me and my mom would be like, let's go on an adventure, and it's like, don't know where you're going and just kind of go and stop and see things or do things. So that was put into me from her. So I totally have that, where it's like, if I see something that looks interesting, that even if it's, I'm not really a person that likes crap stores,
Yeah.
but if it looks like something like I've never seen before
Yeah.
comes up, I'll pull over to see the world's largest ball of yarn.
Yeah.
you know, like
well, that's way
shit like
different.
that. But I'll always just be like, oh, let's go check it out. Why
Yeah.
not?
Hey, what do you have to lose?
Right. I don't get to do that, unfortunately, like on my trips home, because I have Bruce in the car.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I don't have another person, so it's like,
Yeah.
I guess if I'm by myself, I generally just kind of get there.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to do a road trip and it not be necessarily destination. Well, you know, destination obviously matters, but where it's not like, okay, we have to be here by then, and so this way we could get there for this and
Right.
all that.
Right.
I really want to do that soon.
I want to do Route 66.
Okay.
It's cliche, it's, you know, whatever you want to call it, but I want to do it. I want to start it. I think it starts in Illinois and just goes all the way to California.
Yeah.
I just want to stay on it.
I
Take it as far as it goes. Stop at whatever.
want to do the California coast.
Yeah.
I want to do like Napa and down south, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool.
My parents go on trips and everything now. Now that my dad retired, and they got the RV.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we don't have our Easy Pass. Here's our Easy Pass.
Okay. Well. Whoops. Oh, well.
But yeah, they have that now, and I got them for Christmas. I got them this thing called Harvest Hosts, and what that is it gives you a map. Well, you go online and find all these participating places that'll let you park an RV for a night.
Yes.
And there's all these random things, and so they've been using that, and they've gotten to they stayed outside of a brewery, they stayed outside of some restaurant where they had a fair and a band's outside and stuff like that.
That's
where
awesome.
They just got to go park and stay for the night. You know, sometimes it's you trade work with the people, you know,
Okay.
or sometimes it's just you can park for a night, and then they have a restaurant or something, and you go in and you eat.
Huh.
You know, but they've met some really cool people that way, and they've been able to do that,
That's awesome.
and they've loved that, which is cool. I actually re-upped them this year.
That's great.
once Christmas hit, I was like, well, this is our gift then, because
Yeah, I'd love to do something like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I know Walmart.
yeah, you
is-
could stay in
is
Walmart
pro.
parking lots.
They even, a lot of them have the dump offs and the
Yeah.
plugins,
Yep.
which is pretty cool. That's why bands are always going into parking lots
Well,
at Walmart.
and Loves is another one. Loves lets you, if you have an RV, they let you refill your water tank and all that, and clean
okay.
out and everything at their places.
Yeah,
which is
I
pretty
don't.
cool.
I love RVs, and I would love to have an RV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would love to drive an RV.
I guess it depends on the size, because some of them are just it's just like driving a van. It's just
Right.
You have to just understand that it's taller,
Right.
you know, so you have to worry about that. But then there are some of them that are you know, there's a lot more to think about, because it's like driving a rig.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so when I was younger, my parents, we used to have a trailer.
Okay.
We didn't live in it.
Right.
We just had it in a trailer park, like a campground trailer park, where they rented out cabins and regular camping spaces, things of that nature. But we had a trailer. Us, a bunch of family friends, and we'd go up every weekend to go to this trailer. So that's camping for me.
Nice.
That's road tripping for me, because it was always a 3 to 4 hour drive, depending on New York traffic. You know how that is.
Right.
And depending on when my dad got out of work, stuff
3 or
like
4
that.
hours, so that's 20 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's always, in my mind, I always think of that as a road trip, because we did it so many times.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was upstate. Lots of country stores, lots of antique shops, lots of things like that. But I got to bring my Nintendo, so,
Nice.
and VCRs.
Yeah, we moved around a lot until I was in 5th grade. So it was my grandparents were in Ohio, and my other set of grandparents was in Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. And it's we lived in Iowa for a little bit, so we would drive from Iowa to Ohio and Iowa to Michigan, and then we lived in New Hampshire, so we drove from New Hampshire to, right?
Sure.
So from that side, and then when we moved to Indiana, it was the same thing. So it was pretty routine to at least a couple times a year. Once we got to Indiana, we were the closest, and so that was 6 hours to visit my grandparents in Ohio, and it was I think it was more 8 hours, or maybe around the same thing to get to Michigan, to get to the UP. Except you had to drive through Chicago, so that could add another 2 hours to your journey.
Right.
So I got used to that. So I spent a lot of time sleeping on the floor in cars like a dog. That's do that. And we would, we had different cars too. We literally had a station wagon at one point where like the seats face the back.
Yeah, those were awesome.
And then we had minivans and things like that.
Yeah, we never had minivans. We always had sedans. That's until later on in my life. Then we had a Ford Explorer. But
Okay.
yeah, for the most part, we went in a sedan, and it was don't bring too much shit. It ain't gonna fit.
Right.
But I was a car sleeper. I could sleep. I could almost sleep anywhere.
Me too.
I don't need a whole lot of prompting, you know. And the other thing too that Jen, she just doesn't get how I do it. If I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I can sleep until 1 p.m. and
Wow.
have no problem. If I don't have anything that needs to be done, I'll just sleep. I can just sleep.
Wow.
It doesn't matter.
That's
if
kind of awesome.
If I go to bed at 2 a.m. and I need to be up at 6, I can do that.
Right.
And then I can nap anytime during the day. She's like, I don't know how you do it. I wish I could have that special power.
Yeah, that is a superpower. That is your X-Men. The napper.
I that's fine. Like, I'll take that as
Captain
one.
Sleep.
But I would also say that my other superpower is picking the wrong line at the grocery store. I'm really good at that.
Nice. Yeah, I do that one too. I'm pretty bad at that.
Yeah.
I'll pick the one kiosk that's broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys? Was there ever road trip games?
Yes.
Or road trip, just different types of
So we had
traditions.
We had two with my family that we did. One was, the I Spy,
Yeah.
right? So
We do that with the kids.
There was that one, but then we also did the alphabet game. And the alphabet game is you have to get every letter of the alphabet from street signs, right? And you start at A, and they have to be in order, but you have to say what letter you're grabbing and what word on the sign it is. And so everybody's trying to get it first because everybody's trying to get to the end. Z sucks.
Oh yeah.
Q sucks.
Yeah.
Right? But so like the signs coming up now, I'd be like A, travel, right? And then you could do the A in radio, but you couldn't do the A in travel also.
Because you claimed it.
Because I claimed that, right? And so then I'd be looking for a B, and you could find them on license plates and stuff like that. So we did that.
Oh, okay.
And that was a fun one that I remember doing with everybody.
There was a big age disparity between my sister and I.
Mm-hmm.
So we never really had.
I played that with my parents.
Yeah.
And my brothers got into it later, but
Yeah, we didn't really have any traditions or anything like that. But the kids, my kids, they do the I Spy and all that stuff, and we like to try and engage them. We've definitely become a little bit more lax on road trips with iPads and things like that.
Right.
My kids don't get a lot of that screen time, so we limit it.
yeah, you're very good at that.
But they'll watch an iPad for 7 hours straight, not look up, not pee, not do anything.
Right.
So sometimes when you're
I would do that too,
on a long
probably.
yeah,
And then you had headaches.
when you're on a long road trip and you just want to get home.
It's the top of a Jeep.
Yeah, it was the top of a Jeep.
It's the top of a Jeep right there. All right. Carry on.
Yeah. So that they'll do that. So sometimes it's worth, like when we went from Disney to New York because our flight was canceled. It was so worth just letting them have the iPad.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they just have to pee every 5 minutes and go, I'm hungry.
Well, it's
and
good
then
that they don't
deplete our
get
snacks.
they don't get car sick because I know
Yeah.
like I can't read in the car.
So
despite all my efforts to do so.
yeah.
I just will start to get sick immediately.
Yeah, I used to have that problem. It stopped for me.
Yeah? Nice.
Gavin, he got really sick so we got him a Nintendo Switch a while ago, and he loves Minecraft, but he was playing it in the car, and within a matter of 10 minutes, he was like, I'm nauseous. Whoa. And that's all that first person's moving and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Luckily, knock on wood, I'm not prone to car sickness. I've never have. That's great. I know Jen gets it a little bit, and I think Lacey gets it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, it depends. Like, if I was, like, even if I'm on a train or something, like if I take the train in the city, I start to feel it a little bit if I'm facing the back. So if
Yes.
everything is coming from behind me in the
Jen
window,
has that problem.
I start to I'm like, can I just turn around? And if I turn around, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I that's my nostalgia thing. I don't like to see where I was. I like to see where I'm going.
Makes sense. Makes sense. For sure.
But yeah, I definitely have that. So buses and things. Although I will say, like, when I had the van and we would go on trips in the van and stuff, I could lay down in the back of the van and I wouldn't be facing where I was going.
I feel like laying down is very different.
Yeah.
It's not like being facing the wrong way,
right,
or whatever. Again, none of that stuff really bothers me. I'm
That's good.
knock on wood.
That is good.
As I approach 40, chances are, as soon as I hit it, I'll have all the things. I'm anticipating it. I'm anticipating everything bothering me. Vertigo and sickness from being in the car.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah. I just know it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that happens to people.
It is. It is.
I think your body just falls apart.
Right.
So,
No, my body's going to fall apart. It's I'm fully aware of that. But your mind also falls apart.
For some, not for all. I know some wily older people.
I think as with it as they are, there's still something that makes them, a little bit looser than it used to be.
They lose their innocence, man.
This drive, I will say, there's nothing. There's nothing on this drive.
No. It's an easy drive, but there isn't anything.
We only have 4 hours for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have 3 hours, and then we have the belt. So that could be an hour.
Could be another 4.
It could be 4.
Yeah.
Belt Parkway.
I'm anticipating. I offered to drive a couple times already. I'm anticipating that at that point is when I'm going to get the, hey man, you want to take over for a little bit?
We discussed this. It never bothered me. Like, driving doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, me either. I like it. Some people that are listening probably like, and I've actually heard this on certain like Mick Foley's podcast, like certain wrestler podcasts. If you are the type of person that, like, for your job or for your living, or you're just used to like these long drives to get places, then a 4-hour drive is like, it's a 4-hour drive.
Yeah.
That's no big deal. But to some people, it's like driving an hour might as well be a 4-hour drive. It's just people's aptitude of what they're used to.
Well, I have a strange aptitude when it comes to that because, this or, even going further into Virginia or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a 4 or 5, 6 hour drive. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
But when it's groceries or something else.
Right.
Like my father-in-law always said, go to the Plainview ShopRite. It's better. And it's like, yeah, but Plainview's just out of the way.
It's not convenient.
Plainview, by the way, from where I live, is about 15 minutes. But there's a Stop and Shop, 5 minutes.
Well, there's a difference between a journey and a task.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, going to Stop and Shop and going grocery. Those are like side quests in life.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, you have your goal and everything, and it's like, oh, great. Now I have to do this stupid side quest.
Right.
That I don't want to do.
Well, the problem is to me, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't want to spend an extra 30 minutes of my day getting to a place to save 40 cents.
Time is money.
I could just get that milk 10 minutes closer.
Time is money.
10 to 15 minutes closer is worth 40 cents to me.
Me too. Agreed.
So, you know, he would bust my chops about it. But I mess with people all the time about it, about things, about far drives, because they go, oh man, that's so far. And so I took this from one of my old bosses. He goes, you don't need a passport to get there. So
That's true. That's good.
My boss did say that.
There's another Wawa.
Yeah.
On the way here, none.
There
Way
was that
back.
one. The one that we passed.
There was that
no,
one.
I'm sorry, this one. This
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
We're back two already.
Yeah. My old boss, building supply, and very much a Hispanic customer base. And for whatever reason, my white, middle-aged boss decided to, we had a customer who wanted something. We didn't have it where we were. He said it was an emergency, and we had it in another branch in, I don't know, wherever it was. Probably 10, 15 miles away.
Okay.
But it was an emergency to this guy. So it got to the point where my boss was like, well, why don't you just go pick it up? We're not going to be able to get it until tomorrow. And he gave my boss shit, and my boss goes, well, you don't need a passport for that. And that customer was a Hispanic gentleman, and that did not sit well.
Did not understand the context in which you meant it.
Yeah. That was not pretty. That was not a pretty day.
Remember, everyone, whatever color you think is coming out of your mouth can easily be changed by the ear hole it's going into.
Right. My boss was trying to be funny.
Right.
This guy was like, who the fuck are you?
Right.
I got 4 passports. He started listing all the countries.
Well, yeah, it can be, in the wrong context.
Yeah. He started spitting out all these countries that he has passports for, and then I was like, wait, why do you have 4 passports? Are you James Bond or something? You just trying to change your identity all the time?
Maybe.
This guy was not as cool as James Bond.
And we're back.
So yeah, he's not nearly as cool as James Bond. But,
No. Would be a terrible spy too if
oh yeah, yelling that you have so many passports.
showing all your passports.
I wish he would have listed the names on the passports.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Clive Bigsby.
Clive Bigsby?
Yeah. That's a Modern Family reference.
Okay.
So shout out to Modern Family.
I thought you just totally pulled that out, and I was like, what a great name to just pull out.
No.
Damn.
I wish. I'm not that funny. You know that, Jeff. I'm not that funny.
That's why they saw a shocked look on my face.
Right.
I was like, oh, What?
Sacre bleu.
What say you?
Yeah.
We end this episode. But something that we haven't been hitting on for a little while is that we need people's help. We need to hear your voice a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we have lots of content, and a lot of you people are listening because we see the numbers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to get you guys in on the fun.
We crave interaction.
So hit some reviews.
We're needy for your love.
Yeah, hit some reviews, and in the reviews, tell us what we're doing right. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
Your likes, your dislikes, your dreams, your fantasies.
You can even put sweet nothings in it.
Sweet nothings.
But yes, make sure you do that. If you're not watching this, you should be, because it's over on strangerhoodtv.com.
Indeed, and this episode is great because all you see is a camera on us while we're driving.
We're gonna have.
It looks like carpool karaoke.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Well, you know, we're gonna have the screen things.
Yeah.
You know, we could do that. But yeah, thanks for listening. If you got some fun road stories, let us know. You know, tell us in the comments.
Yeah, or tell us
on social media.
Tell us a road trip to go on.
Oh yeah. And
we're gonna. If we can make this a thing, then maybe we can do that.
Yeah, I think that's something we need to do. Like destinations. Let's get like food destinations. We're gonna go to Bamboozle, so maybe we could do an episode heading to Bamboozle. Again. And so Jimsy, where they find you and your stuff?
Me and all my stuff can be found at Jimmy G's Shoes on all the socials, and my band Craving Strange is at cravingstrange.net.
Mm-hmm.
From there, you can find all of our socials, and you can find everything about my band and me also over on Strangerhood TV.
Yes.
Check us out over there, which is the home of this show, as well as the home of the top 20, my top 5. You're doing some covers over there. You're singing some stuff.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff. So check it out. It's a fun little network. Find us at baconismypodcast.com, where you can also find Bacon Is My Passion, which is our music project, which we are currently live streaming the creation of our EP on Twitch on Thursdays. So join us over there as well. Twitch.
Last week was a lot of fun. We have producer notes. We had our producer Dave Caggiano on, and he gave us some notes and to switch around and change some things on songs, and we did some. So we're gonna do some more tomorrow. Yeah. On twitch.tv/baconismypod.
Yeah, so check that out. And like I said, check out baconismypodcast.com for all of our cool sponsors and stuff too. There's some deals on there. Just go to our sponsors link, sponsors page on there. Where can they find you?
Personally, at me, my own self, Mike. My band is at Something Heavy Music. You can find it on all of the streaming platforms. Something Heavy. I'm sure we're cooking something else up. We have a song that's in the hopper. So
in
April.
The hopper.
Yeah, April.
Isn't that like a bathroom reference?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Google it.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. And just remember to ask yourself every single day. Maybe it's traveling. Maybe it's the outdoors. Maybe it's being in a car.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not. Whatever it is, what's that thing in your life that makes it better? What is that thing? What's your bacon?
World peace.
Shave your nuts.